I said Henderson, not Henshaw.
I'm sorry, Dr. Price. I thought that it was...
No, don't think, Ellen. Just read. The patients will live longer, okay?
Someone got up on the wrong side of the bed.
Oh, wait. There's the right side, right?
Ben, I'm sorry. I ran into Rachel last night at Rhodey's, and she told me you two broke up.
Well, she did the breaking up. How'd she look?
Kind of tense, on edge. Ben, she spoke pretty freely about taking a few pills and how you reacted to all that.
Marty. It was more than a few. And it's more than just pills. Rachel's been doing cocaine. Okay, she's got a serious drug problem. I confronted her with it. She went ballistic, threw our engagement ring in my face, stormed out on me.
Look, I'm sorry, I had no idea. But I know she really loves you. No, one of these days she'll come to her senses.
Right, and in the meantime, she moved in with good old Uncle RJ. Oh, she didn't tell you that, did she? I mean, that's just the guy you want to go to when you're hooked on drugs, right?
Well, have you talked to her since she left you?
Oh, God, I left a ton of messages, but she hasn't returned any of them. Knowing RJ, he's probably torn them all up. I'm telling you, the longer she's with that guy, the more I'm afraid I'm losing her.
Was it a good night?
Oh, I thought so then, but when I add up these, Wow.
You like it?
Well, if the fire marshal saw you in that outfit, he'd have to call in a 3-alarmer.
Well, I thought my wardrobe needed a little spicing up. But it's like eating potato chips. Once you start...
Yeah, I know. A lot of things are like that.
Oh, well, it's 30 days till I get the credit card bill, and I'll worry about it then.
Well, somebody's in a good mood.
Why not? Living here with someone who accepts me the way I am. For the first time in a long time, I'm happy.
Well, I'm glad I could help. Now, if I could just get these figures to add up, I'll be happy, too.
Here, let me look. I was lousy at law, but I was a whiz in that.
Yeah, Club Indigo.
RJ, this is Hank. Let me speak to my daughter.
Brother Hank. It's always a pleasure to hear your voice.
Hey, spare me the brotherly rap. Just put her on the phone.
Oh, gee, I'd love to help you, Hank, but Rachel's not here.
Chris, what's up, man? What you doing here, Mr. Perfect Attendant, skipping school? Yeah, man, that's front page stuff. Miss about 50 more classes and you'll be as bad as me. You borrow one of these? Have them all. Thanks, man. Yo, generous, too, just like your brother. Man, now that your brother's back leading the prize, everything around here's gonna be great. I'm telling you, Chris, now that the Lion's back in charge, the arrows are finished in Angel Square. The prize are gonna rule forever. The prize son idiotas. What? Tú me oíste, idiotas. And you're the biggest idiot of all. You think Antonio's your friend? You think he's the savior of Angel Square? You follow him, and you go ahead. And you're gonna wind up dead, just like Luis Rodriguez. Chris, what's the matter with you, man? It's your brother. I know exactly what he is. And I don't want anything to do with it.
Antonio, why didn't you wait? Great.
You're looking for me.
Where is she?
Oh, golly, Hank, I really don't know. See, Rachel comes and goes as she likes around here. It's a little thing we like to call trust. You should try it sometime.
I've got a message for her. Make sure she gets it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say pretty please?
Tell Rachel that I've sent in the tuition check to the law school and that she's covered for the fall semester.
You never change, do you, Hank? You just keep pushing harder and harder, no matter what she wants.
Just give her the message.
Sir, I have some paperwork here.
What's your problem?
I'm sorry, Mr. Gannon.
But these papers go to Commissioner Buchanan before I review them. Doesn't anybody around here understand procedure?
You want to do something about getting some air conditioning in here before the DA experiences a meltdown?
It's too late. It's too late.
What? Commissioner?
Yeah.
This is for you.
Thank you. What's wrong, Hank?
Nothing. Everything's just great. Man, he thinks he can just lie to me and get away with it. Like I don't know that she's right there while I'm talking to him. I bet he doesn't even give her the message.
I take it that he is RJ, she is Rachel.
Look, all I wanted to do was let her know that her tuition was paid for the fall classes. Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, Rachel told Nora that she's thinking about taking a semester off so she could do something else.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted her to know that her tuition was paid. I mean, then she'd get serious about going back to law school instead of wasting her time finding herself, whatever that means.
This is an outrage, an absolute outrage.
For once, I am in total agreement with you, Madam Mayor. Your office has to get us some new air conditioning in this building.
Oh, you think this is hot? Wait till you see this latest abomination. Mr. Gannon, I want you to take a look for yourself. Brian?
Whoa, Todd Manning endorses Alex for mayor. Wait, I'm cracking up. What about you, Bo?
Definitely. That belongs in the comics, not on the front page.
Yes, well, it may amuse you, but this endorsement makes Alex a credible candidate. My opponent's husband, your father, has very deep pockets, and there's nothing he won't buy to make sure his wife wins.
You're not worried about job security, are you?
Oh, well, Commissioner, you are the one who should be worried. I have given you more than enough time to weed out corruption in this department, and so far you have shown me absolutely nothing.
You want to keep your voice down, Liz? That's a very sensitive subject right now.
I will not be quiet when it comes to the welfare of this community, and don't call me Liz. Now, either you find the rogue cops responsible for these illegal gun sales, or you will discover that you are an ex-commissioner. Now, do I make myself clear?
Your brother's a great man. How come everybody knows that but you? What makes him great, huh? That he killed 2 guys, that makes him great? Look, Luis was an arrow. He tried to take out your friend Dylan Moody, but instead he winds up smoking his sister. He did the world a favor when he shot her. Did that bring Luna Moody back? No, but it saved the brother. For how long? Dylan's a marked man, and now Antonio's a target too. Not as long as the prize take care of business first. With the guns that Antonio sells you. Eddie, can't you see, man? He's playing you for a sucker. He makes money off the guns he sells you, and then you wind up dead.
Yo, Eddie, let's move. We gotta set up that meeting.
What meeting?
Sub with Chris. Antonio said you could be one of us now?
Forget that, man. He turned into a Sunday school teacher. Mickey, don't listen to Antonio, all right? He doesn't care about you or Eddie. He only cares about himself.
An old Sunday school teacher.
Chris, gosh, here you are. I was worried when you weren't at your locker. Chris? What's wrong?
You thought I was skipping out on you, didn't you? And you sure weren't stopping me. Do you always sleep half the day away when you're working undercover?
Why'd you let me sleep so long?
Why not? Sleep or wake, you don't get the job done.
Look, I told you, I've got to get those
that's
guns.
right. You couldn't bring yourself to turn in your buddy Manzo. But he's got a sick kid or a sick cat or something. Not to mention the fact that he's the cop selling the guns to the people in Angel Square. No, you told him to be a good little boy and turn himself in.
Well, it's obvious to see that a good night's sleep improved your mood.
I'm willing to do what it takes. You aren't.
You are just determined to get yourself killed, aren't you?
Don't get your hopes high. I might just win.
With the arrows and the prides fighting, nobody wins.
It's gonna be a different kind of fight, all right? It's their best man against me, fist to fist. Who's ever left standing rules Angel Square.
All right, so where exactly is this going to take place?
Sorry, 5-0's not invited.
Okay, at least just tell me when.
That's what I'm waiting to find out. I got my crew setting it up right now.
Well, you might as well have them order flowers while they're at it. You think the arrows are going to fight fair? You're asking to be killed.
What's it to you?
I can't believe you pull a heavy-handed stunt like... What am I saying? Of course I can. It's just like Daddy to pay my tuition without even talking to me. Now, if I don't go, he'll be out 15,000 bucks. What a guilt trip.
How do you do that?
Do what?
Well, you made it show a profit. Well, you took the cash receipts and the credit payments against my nightly overhead. I almost always come out in the red. But you...
I guess I was a little too creative with my bookkeeping.
No, you're a regular Picasso with that thing. How'd you like to make it a full-time gig? It could pay off that credit card bill when it arrives.
I don't know. Sounds like it might be fun. Well, looks like fun has to take a back seat when it comes to law school.
Why? Because Hank says so? It's your life, Rachel.
I can't let him waste his money.
Do you want to go back to law school this semester?
I'd rather have my fingernails pulled out one by one.
Well, then tell him that this pressure play of his didn't work. And once you've declared your independence, you should do the same thing with Ben.
Don't, Uncle RJ. I don't want to talk about Ben.
Honey, the brother's calling 10 times a day. Put him out of his misery. If it's over, tell him it's over once and for all. And then you should do the same thing with Big Papa.
Madam Mayor, why don't we take this to Beau's office?
Oh, there's no need. I've said all I came to say. And I trust you heard me, Commissioner?
Oh, I think everybody heard you, Liz. We're following leads right now. When I know something, you will.
Find the bad apple in this barrel you call a police department, or you can go back to spending your father's ill-gotten fortune. Come along, Brian.
I'd like to be that guy.
Oh, God, at least he's got a job. Okay, everybody, listen up. The mayor has to do that at least once a day. Okay? Because then she can turn around, she can tell the press that she's on top of things. All right? Let's go. Nick, did you talk to Andy Harrison today?
I thought you were meeting with her last night.
She never showed.
Oh.
What's wrong, Nick?
Oh, nothing, Hank. I just,
That's okay. Go ahead. The DA knows about this.
Well, as I was telling Beau last night, I get a feeling that something's going on between Andy and that parolee she's been babysitting.
Antonio Vega?
Yeah.
What do you think's going on?
I don't know.
You don't know, or you don't want to know?
I've been working with Andy, Hank. I've been teaching her the ropes. I just don't even want to think.
No, nobody wants to think it, but we can't take any chances. You remind every officer on patrol today that if they see Andy Harrison in or out of uniform, they bring her in.
Yes, sir.
Maybe she's just in over her head, that's all.
It's possible she's directly involved in the gun dealing.
Hank, anything is possible. I just can't imagine Andy Harrison being on the take. That does not add up.
Well, Bo, something had better add up real soon. Well, the mayor will be singing cover-up at every stop on the campaign trail. And believe me, she will throw you to the wolves. And there's nothing I can do to help you.
Look, forget the subtle approach. Go over to Club Indigo and talk to Rachel face to face.
And what do I do when good old Uncle RJ tries to stop me? Duke it out with the guy right there in front of her? See, that's just gonna make me look worse in her eyes, like that's possible.
Ben, you are not afraid of RJ Gannon. Something else is stopping you.
Maybe it's It's pride. Look, if Rachel doesn't want to see me, I'm not going to go down there and beg her.
I still think... I'll be back in just a second, Ben. Hi. Honey, you were doing so well at home. Why did they bring you back?
Don't get mad, Marty, but I think I'm getting worse.
Oh, I'm not mad at you, sweetheart. I just want you to get all better.
Dr. Grace just wants to run a test for pneumocystis.
It sounds like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a bronchoscopy. It does, doesn't it? And I know how much you love dinosaurs.
It's okay, Marty. You don't have to pretend. I know I'm not going to live much longer.
No, don't even think that.
My friend Jackie had AIDS. She kept on getting sicker and sicker. She died.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry about your friend, but that is not going to happen to you. I mean, things are changing so fast. They're coming up with new ways of treating you every day. And I know very, very soon that they're going to come up with a cure for AIDS.
We better get going.
Okay.
Marty, it's easy to pass anatomy or molecular biology. It's hard to face a patient, a young patient who's dying, and tell her the truth. You tell her the truth, or you hold out the promise of hope when there isn't.
No, don't even say that. There is hope.
Look, Marty, short of a miracle, that little girl is going to die within a year.
No! She can't. Ben, she can't. Oh. I guess I just haven't learned how not to care yet.
You can't help but care. Look, we can't let ourselves...
I know, care too much. I know what Paloma's facing. It's just she's so young, so unfair.
Yeah, that's what makes it tough. Especially for you. I know you've lost a lot of important people in your life. Too many.
No tears for me. She's the one.
But, Marty, hey. It's okay to cry for yourself a little, too. Take some advice from good old Dr. Price here. You don't need to be here. Why don't you just go down to the community center, spend a little time with Dylan?
Oh, no, that wouldn't do any good because we broke up.
All right. Sorry I didn't know.
That's okay. Things didn't work out.
Want to talk about it?
No. You're right. I'm not doing anybody any good here. I should just splash my face with some water and head home. Just wish there was someone to go home to.
Yeah. I know the feeling. Ricky.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello. Well, is that all you can say? Hey, I've been looking for you for the longest time. Come here.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Uncle RJ gives me your messages. I'm not a prisoner, if that's what you think.
Look, I'm sorry, but when you didn't call me back.
Well, I've been busy. So have you. Uncle RJ told me you paid for my semester this fall.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd just take care of that little detail.
Did I say I was going back to school this fall?
Look, Ricky, your mom told me that you were having second thoughts. But listen, it's just the summer jitters, okay? I mean, once the leaves start to turn and you get serious about your future again.
Daddy, I'm not going back to law school. I tried it. It didn't work. It was great for you and Mom, but it's not me. Look, I called the school, and if you act fast, you can get most of your money back.
Don't tell me nothing's wrong. I waited by your locker before English lit. Chris, you missed the big test on Julius Caesar.
Big deal.
Big deal. It's 20% of your grade.
Who cares about grades? Or Julius Caesar? Or any of it?
Something's wrong.
I just grew up, that's all. I thought my brother was one thing, and he turns out being another.
I don't understand.
Neither did I. But I do now. All that talk about staying away from the gangs and the guns, he was just blowing smoke. Antonio's back with the prize. You know, it's worse than that. He's using them to line his pockets. Man, my brother, El Leon, he's the one selling them the guns. Look, don't worry. You'll still get your commendation whether the arrows kill me or not.
I don't want a lousy commendation. I want you to stay alive. You're my only proof that Manzo's a dirty cop.
Oh, please, you don't need me for that. Manzo's gonna turn himself in. Isn't that what you said?
I think so, but
oh,
just
you
in case
think so? Wait, last night you were sure. So when Manzo takes the money and skips off to Mexico, what do you think next?
Okay. So I'm a little naive. What about you? You actually think you're going to go up against the arrows and walk away without a scratch?
One-on-one. I'll take my chances.
Okay, so what if the arrows do fight fair? What if you win? What then? Are things going to go back to the same way that they were before you were in prison? The lion and his pride's only now bigger and stronger? The rulers of Angel Square? Always the same. And if anybody gets in your way, just kill them.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't I? There's no way that anything's going to...
Shut up and listen to me. I'm not the same Antonio Vega that got sent up. I'm not that man. Got that?
My first year of law school, I wanted to give up. But I hung in there, just like you did. You sure? Look, Rachel, baby, you are over the hard part here, all right? I mean, you can't just give up your dream.
It's your dream. Yours and Mom's. I tried to pretend it was mine and it made me miserable. From now on, I'm living my own dreams, whether you like it or not.
He put this in your head, didn't he? Rachel, you can't listen to RJ. The man is a failure.
Don't you get it? This is my decision, not Uncle RJ's, not yours, not Mom's, mine. I made it all on my own.
Yeah, along with your new friend, that powder, that white powder you're pushing up your nose.
Oh, great, Daddy. Thank you for understanding. Either I'm a puppet or a drug addict. I couldn't possibly be capable of making an intelligent choice. Thanks a lot, Daddy.
Rachel, you made your choice when you turned to drugs.
If you're so convinced I'm a criminal, why don't you just put me in prison? You're the DA, aren't you?
They get cocaine in prison, too. Here. Just ask Wilson Armstrong, a father of 3, top salesperson at a real estate company. He started using cocaine recreationally. 4 years later, no home, no job, no wife, no family, nothing. All he's got is an indictment on 2 counts of robbery and assault.
I am nothing like that.
And here, Tonette Salazar, a mother of 2, registered nurse. She graduated from pills to crack. Her 2 kids are now in a foster care. She is in a county morgue. And let's not forget Danielle Davis, sweet 16, straight-A student at Landview High.
Did you do this to Uncle RJ? Get on his case with stories about bad little boys who disobey their big brothers? Is that what made him feel so worthless? That he had to go out and steal and rob just so he could live down to your expectations?
You see, it's just like I thought. He's been putting all of this into your head.
You did a number on him, but it won't work on me. I am not taking drugs, but if I ever need some to get me through the day, you'll only have yourself to blame.
Ricky!
My name is Rachel, and I'm not going back to law school!
Man, he almost had me fooled. First, he shows up to Ma's birthday gift. Tells a couple of stories, you know, gets her to smile. I mean, he even got her to let her guard down. For a while there, you know, he seemed like the brother that I wanted to come back. You know, I could see how much she really loved him for the first time. And then a couple of prides walk in. And then boom, just like that, he gets up and walks out. Never mind Ma's look on her face, or how many times I asked him to stay.
Well, Christian, maybe he had a good reason. I mean, maybe he didn't...
Yeah. He had a good reason. Later that night, I saw him down by the docks, with all the prides around him, cheering him on. El Leon, El Leon. He's their leader again. God, my great brother. The big man. El Conquistador.
Did you ask him about it?
I followed him back to this crummy little room he lives in now. He tried to give me some bull about how, by leading the prides, he's gonna stop the violence in Angel Square. I was almost dumb enough to believe him, Jess. And then I found the guns. 9mm semi-automatics. He had a whole arsenal there.
Christian, what can I do?
Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing anybody can do.
Yes, there is. Okay, maybe you can't change Antonia, but you gotta look out for yourself. Christian, you can be anything you want to be.
What's the point? Nothing matters anymore. Not grades, not school, nothing.
Does that include me?
I'm sorry. I know you risked a lot leading me to Manzo. I'd be a jerk to say that prison hadn't changed you.
It wasn't prison. It was someone I met there.
Who? Never mind. None of my business.
Look, when I got to Statesville, I wanted to take on the whole place. Right? Anyone would look at me funny, I'd hit him. One day, this dude was watching me take on this guy in the shop. Right? And I reared back and I hit this guy, right? And I'm feeling really tough. And this dude walks up to me and he puts his finger in my chest and he goes, "You're doing the man's job for him." Well, I lost it. I wanted to hit him too, but he just took me and flipped me like a rag doll. He probably could have killed me with the flick of his wrist if he wanted to, but no. He just leaned down and said, "My name's Fist." And he got up and walked away. The following week, I'm on work detail, right? And I can't wait till they blow the whistle for lunch. But I look over, and there's Fist, just working his tail off. I go up to him and I finally say, "Hey, yo, man, what's your deal?" "No deal," he says. "You gotta take pride in what you do if you want to take pride in who you are."
He was a teacher.
Yeah, I guess he was. See, he taught me that gangs fight each other to get respect because they don't respect themselves. Instead of helping their brothers and sisters, they're just keeping them trapped in places like Angel Square. It's funny, huh? There I am in prison, and for the first time in my life, I started feeling free. I started remembering things like how my father would work 14 hours a day in the diner just to make a better life for his family. I remembered things like how the Arrows robbed him and beat him up, left him there to die. And I remember how bad...
His son joined the prides for revenge.
You know, when my father died, I couldn't even go to his funeral. I was running from the cops, running from Angel Square, running from who I was. Some kind of pride, huh?
Sounds like Fist taught you a lot.
Yeah.
So, what do you hope to accomplish by going up with the Arrows one-on-one?
Simple. Whoever wins, rules. One gang, one leader. At least the killing will stop.
But that doesn't change the way they think.
Forget it, Harrison. Nobody can do that.
Fist did. He changed the way you think.
Ellen, I was a jerk before. Forgive me?
Apology accepted, Doctor.
Thank you. Look, if they come through with that lab report...
We'll find you. Now get out of here.
Rachel, hey, it's just on my way over to Club Indigo.
Why?
Had a delivery to make.
Ben.
Look, you haven't returned any of my phone calls. I figured maybe a dozen roses might get your attention. Actually, make that 11. I owe you one.
Ben, that's why I'm here. I want you to stop. The phone calls, the messages, flowers too. Stop, okay?
I love you.
That's not an answer.
It is for me.
Well, it's not for me. I can't be with someone who refused to trust me.
Rachel, I want to trust you.
Then why don't you?
You know why. Baby, you need help.
That's it. I'm through defending myself. Look, from now on, just leave me alone, okay? Take this seriously, Ben. This is not a fight. It's a decision.
Rachel, wait.
It's over!
Funny, I thought I made myself clear. I don't see your face until you've silenced a certain lady cop.
Our problems aren't limited to Andy Harrison. Turns out she didn't just stumble upon me selling those guns to Vega. No. She was there with a little camera because it was an LPD setup. And Vega was in on it.
Who else?
Bo Buchanan was supervising the operation, but he has no idea that she caught me red-handed.
Well, you're just living on borrowed time, aren't you, Manzo? I mean, if Harrison doesn't wise up and finger you to the commissioner, you can bet your badge Vega will.
Look, he's an ex-con on parole. All I gotta do is catch him jaywalking or holding up some old lady and claim he pulled a piece on me. I had no choice but to waste him.
What about Harrison?
You got contacts, don't you? Guys that'll do anything for a buck.
What's this? Detective Nick Manzo's seen the light. Hallelujah. He's ready to sacrifice a fellow officer for the common good? Well, to save his own neck.
Look, I don't like this, all right? But it's either her neck or mine.
Oh, the man's become a realist. Well, I'm proud of you, Nick. Unfortunately, I don't do cop killings.
How did I know you were going to say that? All right. I'll take care of her. But first, I got to make it look like she was the one doing the gun deals.
Oh, now you're speaking my language. Scandal for the LPD, trouble for Bo, and embarrassment for Hank? Oh, yes, I'm sure I can come up with something.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Bo Buchanan's a good guy, and so is your brother. And if I wasn't in this so deep, I'd bring you...
You are, Nick. So don't feel so sorry for Hank and Bo. Either they go down or you do.
Yeah, meanwhile, you just expand your operations with me as your eyes and ears inside the police department. How great deal.
Yeah, it will be when it happens. Okay. You take care of Vega, and I will think of some way to help you make sure that Andy Harrison takes the fall for all your sins, Nick.
You don't get it, do you? Sure, Fisk changed my way of thinking. But he didn't change who I am.
You're El Leon, the leader of the Prides.
That's just the name. See, Fisk earned respect. He finished high school in prison. He got his college degree. The man can think. He can put thoughts into words.
Hey, you could be very articulate when you want to be. Your mom, she gave a great speech at Luna's memorial. I mean, maybe you inherited some of your genes from her.
Look, you leave my mom out of this, all right? She's everything good.
And you're everything bad? Come on, Antonio, that's way too easy. The Prides worship you. The Arrows fear you, therefore everyone will listen to you. If anyone could get them to put down their guns and do something with their lives, it's you.
There's only one way to stop the warfare. One battle, the best man wins. All I need to know is the time and place.
There's another way. Let me bring these guns into the station. If I'm right and Manzo's turned himself in, this will be the evidence we need in the case. If you're right and Manzo hasn't come clean, then these will buy some time with Bo until I can force Manzo to confess.
You still think you can get people to do good?
That's what you're trying to do, isn't it?
Okay. Take the guns.
Okay. I gotta go home and change, get in a new uniform and shower, and I'll bring these into the station.
You can shower here.
No, thanks. Maybe next time.
Oh, Harrison. Good luck.
Stay put.
Forget the paperwork, Emilio. I have a special assignment for you.
I like it already.
I want you to watch Max Holden's house. The address is right here. Max is Andy Harrison's brother. She lives there, too. He says that she called last night, late. Said that she was going to be working undercover, wasn't going to be back. Don't worry. Anyway, sooner or later, she's going to have to go home, and when she does, I want you to be there.
And if you're right and she shows up, what do you want?
Bring her in.
Ellen, why don't you take all of these?
Oh, but Dr. Price, you don't have to.
I want to.
Well, that was quick. I thought you were going to go talk to Rachel.
Well, didn't have to. She came to see me.
What'd she say?
It's over.
Ben, I'm sorry.
Hey, you know, so, not completely out a dozen roses. At least I got to brighten somebody's day. Thought you were headed home.
Yeah. Just can't seem to leave. Guess I just don't want to be alone right now.
Sure you feeling okay?
Nothing a little company couldn't cure. I could make some iced tea.
Why not? It's not like I have someplace to be, you know.
Jess, you know I care about you, okay? What difference does it make? I mean, look, your dad and my mom were completely against us. I mean, sooner or later,
It doesn't,
they just...
Christian, it doesn't have to be that way.
What, me and you against the world?
Not the whole world. I mean, just the half that doesn't understand. Come on, let's go back to school.
No.
You still have time for your last class.
Jess, I would just be taking up space, and I can't concentrate today, okay?
Okay, then meet me back here when school lets out, okay? No, wait. Let's meet at your secret place. Promise me. Our place.
I don't know, Jess.
You know what? I'll skip school myself. I'll flunk out of school. I'll become a teenage runaway and die a terrible, miserable, lonely death.
Oh, is that a threat?
Is that a promise?
All right, fine. You win, okay? Just meet me at my, ours secret place.
Great.
You happy?
Yes, I'm very happy. Don't worry. Everything will work out.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Andy.
Emilio, what are you doing here?
The commissioner wants to see you downtown.
Yeah, I figured. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shower and change, and then I'll be down there and just...
Now, Andy.
What's the matter, Emilio? You're acting like I'm under arrest.
Let's just say this isn't a request.
Hey, you order a pizza, no cheese?
¿Qué pasa? We did it, man. It's all set.
The arrows are still on. Time is set. One-on-one, our best against their best.
Show 'em, Mickey.
It's your old war jacket, man. Kept it the whole time you were up at Statesville. Shining armor, man.
When?
Tonight, sundown, the docks.